Welcome back. In this class, we will learn solutions of a partial differential equations, different types of solutions, and how to solve a given partial differential equation by direct integration method. Solutions of a partial differential equation. A functional relation between the dependent variable and independent variable is called a solution of a partial differential equation if it satisfies the equation. Complete integral. The solution f of x, y, z, a, b equal to 0 of a first order partial differential equation which contains two arbitrary constants is called a complete integral or a complete solution. That is, a solution which contains maximum possible number of arbitrary constants is called a complete integral. General solution. A solution which contains maximum possible number of arbitrary functions is called a general integral or general solution. Particular integral. A solution obtained from the complete integral by assigning particular values to the arbitrary constants or by specifying arbitrary functions in a general integral is called a particular integral. Singular integral. The envelope of the family of surfaces f of x, y, z, a, b equal to 0 with the parameters a, b if it exists is called a singular integral. The singular integral differs from the particular integral in that it is not obtained from the complete integral by giving particular values to the arbitrary constants. Consider the following example. We know that z is equal to as plus by plus ab is the solution of z, the partial differential equation z is equal to ps plus qi plus pq. And this solution z is equal to as plus by plus ab is called the complete integral of the differential equation z is equal to ps plus qi plus pq because the solution contains two arbitrary constants and this is the maximum permissible number of arbitrary constants present in the solution of a first order partial differential equation. So this is called a complete integral. And if you are substituting the values of a and b by, for example, a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3, then we get a particular solution, that is z is equal to 2x plus 3y plus 6, and that is obtained from the complete integral by substituting specific values to arbitrary constants, and that solution is called a particular integral. For this differential equation z is equal to ps plus qi plus pq, there exists another type of solution called the singular integral. And here the singular integral is z is equal to minus xy, and note that this solution is not obtained from the complete integral by substituting specific values to arbitrary constant, or it is not obtained from the general solution by specifying some arbitrary function. Next we will see how to find the singular integral of a partial differential equation if it exists. Singular integral of a first order partial differential equation is the element of the family of surfaces f of x, y, z, a, b equal to 0 and the differential equations dou z by dou a equal to 0, dou z by dou b equal to 0. Here note that we are partially differentiating the given relation with respect to a and b and equating these two derivatives with respect with 0. See how the singular integral of the differential equation z is equal to ps plus qi plus pq is obtained. We have z is equal to as plus by plus ab is the complete integral of this differential equation. We call it as equation number 1. Then partially differentiating this z with respect to the parameters a and b. First of all, we are differentiating z with respect to a. Then what is dou z by dou a? Dou z by dou a is equal to x plus b. And dou z by dou b is equal to y plus a. Equating dou z by dou a with 0, we get b is equal to minus x, equation number 2. And equating dou z by dou b with 0, we get a is equal to minus y, equation 3. Now we are going to eliminate the arbitrary constants between the given relation 1 and the equations dou z by dou a equal to 0 and dou z by dou b equal to 0. Eliminating a and b from equations 1, 2 and 3, we get z is equal to Here we are directly substituting the value of a is equal to minus y and b is equal to minus x in equation number 1. We get z is equal to minus xy plus xy after substitution, and this simplifies to the solution z equal to minus xy. So this solution is called the singular integral of the differential equation z is equal to ps plus qy plus pq. And this family of solution, or this envelope, this is called the envelope of the family of solutions z is equal to as plus by plus ab. Note that the singular integral need not exist for all given partial differential equations. Here because we have the eliminant between equation 1, 2 and 3, we have a singular integral. Next we will see how to solve a given differential equation by direct integration method. See, consider the question. Solve dou square z by dou x dou y is equal to cosine of 2s plus 3y. See, what does the differential equation says? The second derivative of an unknown function z with respect to x and y is cosine of 2s plus 3y. And here the specialty is the right hand side is independent of the dependent variable z. So we can find the solution by performing integration. That means we are integrating the whole equation first with respect to x and then with respect to y. So integrating both sides. With respect to x. So the left hand side, after integration of the second derivative dou square z by dou x dou y, we will get the first derivative dou z by dou y. So this is dou z by dou y equal to integral of cosine of 2s plus 3y dx plus some arbitrary function of y. So here instead of the arbitrary constant, we are replacing an arbitrary function. Why? Because if you are performing the partial differentiation with respect to x to the right hand side, this part becomes 0. In partial differentiation of a function of y with respect to x, this part is equal to 0, and after the partial differentiation, this part becomes cosine of 2s plus 3y, and performing partial differentiation for the left hand side, this will becomes dou square z by dou x dou y. So here instead of the constant of integration, we are replacing an arbitrary function of the other variable. Currently we are integrating with respect to x, so the constant may be an arbitrary function of y. That is equal to integral of the cosine function, that is sine of 2x plus 3y divided by derivative of 2s plus 3y with respect to x, that is 2, that is 1 by 2 into sine 2s plus 3y plus some arbitrary function of y. And again we are differentiating this expression. This is equation number 1. Once again differentiating equation number 1 with respect to y. So the left hand side becomes z and the right hand side becomes integral of the half of sine of 2x plus 3y dy plus integral of fy dy plus another arbitrary function. So here the arbitrary function will be function of which variable? The other variable is x. So we have another arbitrary function, say g. So that is equal to integral of the sine function, that is integral of sine 2s plus 3y, that is minus cos 2s plus 3y divided by derivative of 2s plus 3y with respect to y, that is minus 1 by 6 into cosine of 2s plus 3y plus, see this function is an unknown function. Suppose we are integrating this entire function of y with respect to y, we will get another function, we call it as a function, say capital Y, and this is our arbitrary function g. So this will be the required solution, that is z is equal to minus 1 by 6 into cos of 2s plus 3y plus an arbitrary function capital F and another arbitrary function g. Answer the second question. Solve dou square z by dou x square plus z equal to 0 given that when x equal to 0, z equal to e raised to y and dou z by dou x equal to 1. See, as before, here we cannot perform direct integration. Why? See, the dou square z by dou x square part is equal to minus z. That means the right hand side is not a function of independent variables. So it is a function of dependent variable here. So here we cannot apply the direct integration method. So here we are going in another way. For the time being, suppose that this z is a function of x alone. Then instead of the partial derivative, this will become t square z by dx square plus z equal to 0. So this is a simple second order ordinary differential equation with the constant coefficient. So we can easily find the solution, and this solution is given by what is the auxiliary equation. Here the auxiliary equation is m square plus 1 is equal to 0, and on solving we get m is equal to plus or minus I. Okay, so the complementary function, the corresponding complementary function will be c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. And here the method is, first of all we are finding the general solution of this homogeneous equation, that is d square z by dx square plus z equal to 0 as c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. That means here the solution is, what is the general solution? The current dependent variable is z, so the general solution is z is equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. And in this general solution, we are varying these current arbitrary constants c1 and c2 by two arbitrary functions, and that arbitrary functions will be a function of which variable? It will be a function of y alone. Okay, then finding the arbitrary constant by specifying the given conditions. That is a technique. Now come to the answering part. If z were a function of x alone, then the solution would have been z is equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x, as we have computed in this case. But here, since z is a function of x and y, and the partial differential equation has second derivative with respect to x only, the arbitrary constant becomes arbitrary function of y alone. That is, our required solution will be replacing the first arbitrary constant by an arbitrary function of y, that is z is equal to f of y cos x plus another arbitrary function of y, that is g of y into sin x. So that will be the general solution. Now here we have some initial condition, that means when x equal to 0 the value of z is given as e raised to y, and another condition is when x equal to 0 its partial derivative with respect to x is 1. So two conditions are given. So in order to apply the second condition, that means second constraint. So what is the second constraint? When x equal to 0, dou z by dou x equal to 1. So we have to differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to x. So we require one more equation, dou z by dou x, that is dou z by dou x. Dou z by dou x equal to this fy is constant, and the derivative of cos x, that is minus fy into sin x minus fy sin x plus gy cos x. Equation number 2. Now applying the initial conditions, when x equal to 0, when x equal to 0, we have two conditions. One is the value of z becomes e raised to y, and another is dou z by dou x becomes 1. That is, from equation number 1, z at x equal to 0 is equal to f of y into cos 0 plus g of y into sin 0. And according to the given condition, when x equal to 0, the value of z is e raised to y. That is, e raised to y is equal to f of y into cos 0, that means fy, plus g of y into sin 0, that is 0. So we have the value of the first arbitrary function, that is e raised to y. Question number 3. And the second condition, that means whenever we have the partial derivative dou z by dou x at x equal to 0, the value is minus fy into sin 0 plus gy into cos 0. Okay. What is dou z by dou x at x equal to 0? Dou z by dou x at x equal to 0 is 1. That is 1 equal to minus fy into sin 0 0 plus gy into cos 0, that is gy is equal to 1. So we have direct values of, this is equation number 4, arbitrary functions fy and gy, and substituting these arbitrary functions in the general solution, we will get z is equal to e raised to y cos x plus sin x. Therefore required solution is z is equal to e raised to y, that is fy e raised to y into cos x plus sin x. Third question, solve dou square z by dou y square equal to z, given that when y equal to 0, z equal to e raised to x and dou z by dou y equal to e raised to minus x. Here also the direct integration is not possible because the right hand side contains dependent variable z. In this case, first of all we are assuming that this z is a function of y alone. If z is a function of y alone, instead of the partial differential equation, this will become an ordinary differential equation, that is d square z by dy square is equal to z. If we are assuming that this z is a function of y alone, then this is of the form, what is a complementary function. First of all we are finding the auxiliary equation. The corresponding auxiliary equation will be m square minus 1 is equal to 0. On solving we get m is equal to plus or minus 1. So we have two different roots for auxiliary equation, and the general solution will be, general solution means value of the dependent variable. The general solution is equal to, corresponding to the first root 1 we have e raised to the independent variable. Here the independent variable is y, that is c1 e raised to y, c1 e raised to y plus c2 e raised to minus y. So this technique we have already studied in our semester 2. And here the method is, now we are transforming to our original partial differential equation, because actually this z is a function of both x and y. So we are changing this arbitrary constant c1 and c2 into two arbitrary functions. Here that arbitrary functions are functions of which variable? Because here we are performing the differentiation, partial differentiation with respect to y twice. The arbitrary functions are functions of x only. Now we are going to answer this question. If z were a function of, if z were a function of y only, then the solution would have been in the form z is equal to c1 e raised to y plus c2 e raised to minus y. Now changing to the original concept, here since z is a function of x and y, and we have the second partial derivative with respect to y in the differential equation. Arbitrary functions are functions of x only, that is z is equal to, replacing arbitrary constants by arbitrary function. One arbitrary function, say f of x into e raised to y, plus another arbitrary function, say g of x into e raised to minus y. Mark it as equation number 1. So that is a general solution of the given partial differential equation containing two arbitrary functions. Now we have some condition. What is the condition? The condition is, when y equal to 0, the value of z is e raised to x, and simultaneously its partial derivative with respect to y becomes e raised to minus x. So in order to apply this condition, we have to consider one more equation, that means dou z by dou y. Differentiating that general solution with respect to y, dou z by dou y. What is dou z by dou y? That is f of x into e raised to y minus g of x into e raised to minus y. So that is a derivative of equation number 1. We call it as equation number 2. Now the initial conditions are when y equal to 0, z equal to e raised to x and dou z by dou y equal to e raised to minus x. So we are consecutively imposing the condition in equation number 1. That is, the general solution at y is equal to 0 becomes z at y equal to 0 becomes f of x into e raised to 0 plus g of x into e raised to 0 again. That is, z at value of z at y is equal to 0 is e raised to x. That is, e raised to x is equal to fx plus gx. Equation number 3. And another condition, dou z by dou y at y equal to 0 is equal to f of x into e raised to 0 from equation number 2, f of x into e raised to 0 minus g of x into e raised to 0. And what is the first derivative of solution at y is equal to 0? It is given as e raised to minus x. That is, e raised to minus x equal to fx minus gx. So we have equation number 4. Now from equations 3 and 4, we can find the arbitrary functions f and g. What is the elimination process? If you are adding equation 3 plus equation 4 implies e raised to x plus e raised to minus x is equal to 2fx or fx equal to e raised to x plus e raised to minus x by 2. And what is this function? This is the hyperbolic cosine function. So this is cos hx. So that is the first arbitrary function. And similarly, the second arbitrary function is given by subtracting equation 3 minus equation 4. And 3 minus 4 implies e raised to x minus e raised to minus x. E raised to x minus e raised to minus x becomes 2 times gx, or e raised to x minus e raised to minus x divided by 2 is equal to gx, or gx equal to e raised to x minus e raised to minus x by 2 is hyperbolic sine, that is sin hx. The required solution will be hence the required solution is z is equal to fx into e raised to y. What is fx? Our fx is, what is fx? Cos hx. Cos hx into e raised to y plus gx into e raised to minus y plus sin hx into e raised to minus y. Okay, thank you.